Hello, welcome back to the Between Classes podcast. I'm Isabel, and today we have Hannah Dargitz as our guest. She's actually been a guest on this podcast before. About a year ago, we interviewed her about her experience freshman year, and now we've brought her back to kind of tell us how that transition has been into her sophomore year. So Hannah, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Do you just want to kind of tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
My name is Hannah Dargitz. I am a sophomore here at SDSU, and I am majoring in communication studies, and then I'm minoring in social media, marketing, and human development and family studies.
Awesome. So last time you were on the podcast, you told us all about your move-in day as a freshman. How has that compared to your experience as a sophomore?
Sure, it's about the same. SDSU is very helpful with getting you moved in and carrying all the heavy stuff for you, so then that's just one less thing you have to worry about during the day. And so my family came with me, my parents, a family friend, Logan, he came, and my boyfriend, Derek. They were all here to help me move in.
As a freshman, you had the whole Meet State team, so now sophomore year, they kind of let you do it on your own and bring in your own team to help.
Yep.
So where are you living now?
I'm living in Hanson Hall on the first floor.
And where were you last year?
I was living in Schultz Hall.
So kind of all the way across campus.
Yes, on opposite sides.
East side to the west side.
Yep.
How has that experience been for you in, that transition of moving?
Well, they're definitely two different dorms for sure. Schultz is a newer dorm. It's not a traditional dorm, and Hanson is an older dorm, and it is a traditional dorm. So it is a little bit of a change, but since I'm living alone in Hanson, I have a single room. So living alone makes up for the fact that it is a little smaller.
Sure. So you had a roommate freshman year, and now you decided to live on your own. What has that experience been like, and have you liked it?
Yes, I really do like living alone. It's nice to be able to go to a place where you know that it's just your space and you can go to it and it is quiet and you just know that it's yours and it's just kind of peaceful that way.
Yeah, I think it's nice that SDCU has that offered to students where if they, didn't prefer the roommate situation, that you can choose a room that's just for yourself.
Right.
And you still have all those people on your floor, so you're really not living alone.
You're never really alone.
You're never alone, but you have your own space.
Right.
Awesome. So how has your first month of sophomore year been? What are some of the activities that you've participated in, and how's that experience been for you?
It's been pretty hectic and busy, but that's what I like. I've been working all summer, and now I just kept working once school started. So between taking classes and work, I've been pretty busy with that. And I also was a part of the campus-wide photo shoot, which was really fun and exciting. We got to go around town and go around campus taking different pictures and hopefully be able to advertise for them, which was really fun, and I liked doing that.
You kind of touched that you are busy this year. Do you have a job?
Yes, I work on campus at the Communications Center. I work at the front desk, but it's a lot more than just answering phone calls. I do anything from helping with social media, with helping with photography. I help with website. If there's anything wrong, I can fix like broken links or add stuff to the website. It's really different, and you never know what's going to happen in your day, which I really like about that, is I never really know. It's never the same thing, and I like that about my job.
How do you learn to balance that time with class and having a job?
What I try to do is I like to take online classes, which I know it's not for everybody, but it is for me. And so I do have a lot of downtime where I'm not in a physical classroom. So I spend that time at work, and then our office closes by 5. So the latest I get out of work is 5 o'clock. And then from like 5 to 7 or 8 or whenever I need it is usually my homework time. And then from then on, I have my free time and where I hang out with my friends.
Nice. So it kind of causes you to have to schedule out that time because you know you're going to be busy.
Yes.
But I have to prioritize and get those things done when I have the time.
Right.
Nice. So you didn't have a job freshman year?
No, not at the beginning.
Okay.
I got a job at the Communications Center in like September of 2018, and I got that job because I was doing the first ever Between Classes podcast with a friend of mine, her name's Heidi, and after we did the podcast, she brought me back to the communication center where she works, and she showed me around, and everybody was really friendly and welcoming, and they offered me a job that I was just like, yeah, I should do it. I should just try it and see if I like it. And I never really looked back since.
So a lot of people, should look at your experience and say, never say no to an opportunity because you never know what it's going to lead to.
Right. Never would I have thought that I'm here a year later, for sure.
Absolutely. And we love having you back to see what's all happened in that year.
Yes, I love being here.
So last time you were starting freshman year as a human development and family studies major, and as you introduced it yourself at the beginning, it sounds like that has changed.
Yes, it has. I was an HDFS major all throughout my freshman year, and then I decided to take a full load of classes during the summer. And over the summer, I was still working here, and they kind of allowed me to do more like social media posts and that kind of stuff I was really interested in and I really enjoyed. And as I kept doing it, I kind of realized I really like this, and like I could see myself doing this as a career. So towards the end of summer, I decided to change my major from human development and family studies to communication studies.
So I know last time you said that you were really looking to find clarity throughout your freshman year, whether HDFS was going to be something you stick to, and it looks like you've been able to find that through your job.
Yes, I did. I'm very thankful that I was finally able to figure out what I wanted to do, because when I was coming into SDSU my freshman year, I had a major picked out, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with it. So,
that's awesome. Yeah, I think a lot of people come into their freshman year thinking they need to know what they're going to do the rest of your life, but it takes some time to figure that out, and that might even be through your freshman year, even through your sophomore year until you do figure it out.
Exactly.
Just never say no to the things that might help you figure it out.
Exactly.
How was your first day of class?
Well, my first day of class this year, so we started on a Monday, but I don't have classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so I actually worked all day. So my first real class on Tuesday, it was good. I really liked my teacher. Her name's Andrea Carlisle. She teaches my class public speaking. She is such a energetic person, and so going into it, I was just like, I already know I'm going to like this class. So, yeah. I think I had a good first day with her.
It definitely helps having a professor who makes the class interesting.
Yes, she makes it so fun. And
Makes a world of a difference.
Yes, for sure.
How do you, kind of do you get to choose your professors? How do you hear, what professor you might want to choose?
Well, when I was in the process of changing my major, I was talking to my new advisor, and we were trying to pick out classes, and I didn't have the biggest selection because I was kind of late to the game and I was picking these out at the end of summer. And so we came across this class and she said, oh my gosh, you'll love Andrea Carlisle. Like, you have to take this class. And it was already required for my new major anyway. So I was like, sure, put me down.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to ask anyone, your advisor is probably the person who's going to know.
Exactly. Yes.
They're very helpful. Last year, you talked about kind of having trouble navigating finding your classes and almost being late to your first ever class in college. Has that been easier in your second year around?
Oh, for sure. Especially with this job, I'm given a lot of random tasks at a lot of random locations. And so through that, I've definitely learned my way around campus, and it's a lot easier figuring out what I got to do now.
It does get easier.
It does
Don't worry,
easier.
Freshman.
Yes, it does.
Well, Hannah, thank you for joining us today. I just want to ask, what are you kind of looking forward to in this year as a sophomore?
I'm looking forward to meeting new people. I love seeing new faces and making new friends. And I'm looking forward to having new opportunities in my job and seeing where that can take me. And I'm also looking forward to seeing how this new major turns out and all these new and different classes.
Yeah, we're excited to see all that happens, and hopefully we can bring you back again junior year to hear about that transition.
Yes, I'll be here. I'm waiting. I'm ready.
All right, so I'm going to ask you 2 questions that we asked each of our guests. So what is your favorite thing about SDSU?
I love SDSU because the staff and faculty are so friendly and helpful, and they just want to see you succeed. And the people on campus are so friendly, and they just form this kind of sense of a community where you just feel like you fit in.
I love that answer. And then what's your favorite thing about Brookings or the community?
Brookings is great because it is kind of a smaller town, but it doesn't have the small town kind of feeling. Like there's always stuff going on, like different events and opportunities and things to do. So even though it is smaller compared to other cities, it doesn't feel that way at all.
Well, thank you for sharing your experience that you've had at SDSU with us today.
Thank you for having me.